Welcome to Leadership Unscripted, where I will spin the wheel and one of 300 randomly selected topics will come up, which I haven't seen before, which I'll speak to for a maximum of 3 minutes. Explain why leaders must protect dissent. Excellent question. Dissent is so critical. I first kind of really got deeper into dissent many years ago when I was doing some work with McKinsey, and I just left ANZ Bank. I was there for 6 years as the head of consulting and program delivery. And when I left, McKinsey asked me to be one of their facilitators with another large professional service firm at the most senior levels, which was nice. And part of the facilitation team, we used to talk about, McKinsey used to talk about, you have an obligation to dissent. And I went, that's interesting. What does that mean? But of course, it was they expected us to challenge each other, to be curious and just not accept what we said or not accept, the way things were. So I've never forgotten that lesson. And so I think dissent is critical in teams, and it is absolutely something that leaders should be protecting. I think it's fundamental. In fact, I believe in it so strongly that we last year created some dissent cards. So I didn't make this up. This is this topic I haven't seen before. There you are on my desk, dissent cards. And people go, what why dissent cards? And so these dissent cards, there's more than 50 there. There's 5 different categories, and people literally pull out a card in a team situation. And there's 10 roles. They either play that role, like strategy overlord or values checker or voice of the customer, etc. Or there's just a specific question. In fact, let's do it. This is live, no scripting. I'm just going to pull out the first one. Here it is. The question says, does this decision move us closer to or further from our strategic path? And you see that's in the category of strategy. So I've used these cards several times now with teams, and the quality of the dialogue and the decision-making improvements are amazing, and teams just can't believe it themselves. So it forces dissent, it forces a different view and to come at things from different angles, different ways of thinking. It helps avoid confirmation bias and all of the things that we do as humans, but also as team members. So leaders need to protect dissent, because that's where better decisions are made, strategies executed. We talk about what's not working. We talk about the hard things in the room, the elephant in the room. And you don't want a whole group of people who just agree with you. I love the work of David Marquet, ex-military US submarine captain, who used to talk about dissent a lot, and he shifted from the lowest performing submarine to the highest performing by protecting dissent. So it's a brilliant principle. I love it. And every single team I work with, we talk about dissent. So time's up. Thank you. Time flies when you're having fun. Thanks for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you at the next one. Thanks. Bye.